Imagine this. 1 minute, he's cleaning gum off the hallway floor. The next, he's on stage singing with Journey, winning America's Got Talent and racking up tens of millions of views online. But the question still remains, where is Richard now? Did he give up his janitor job for good? Or is he back to cleaning classrooms between high-profile gigs and standing ovations? Trust us, you're gonna want to stick around to hear this one. Because his story, it's not just inspiring, it's unreal. I'm Intisara Karshud, and you're watching What's Hot. Let's take it back for a moment. It's 2024, and season 19 of America's Got Talent has just kicked off. The energy was high, expectations were higher, and as always, the crowd was ready to be wowed. Enter Richard Goodall, 55 years old, soft-spoken, a little awkward, and let's be honest, completely unassuming.
I'm not a fancy person. I take out the trash, I wipe off the tables, I sweep the floors. I'm just having fun and I'm trying to make people happy.
He wasn't a music teacher or a part-time performer. He was a school janitor from Terre Haute, Indiana. For over 2 decades, he'd been sweeping hallways, mopping gym floors, and fixing squeaky lockers at West Vigo High School. Until one summer evening when everything changed. His audition song, the ultimate anthem of resilience, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
But from the very first note, it was clear Richard wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was singing from someplace deeper. His voice had a raw, soulful edge that didn't need studio polish or vocal gymnastics. It was pure emotion, and people felt it. Gasps rippled through the crowd. The judges all sat up a little straighter. Then came the golden moment, literally, when Heidi Klum slammed the golden buzzer. Launching Richard into the stratosphere of viral stardom. Gold confetti rained down as he teared up, frozen in disbelief. 1 minute, he was a janitor in the Midwest. The next, he was trending worldwide. That performance exploded online within days. Richard's audition had racked up tens of millions of views on YouTube and across social media. But Richard was not a one-hit wonder. Each round, he returned with that same authenticity and soul, earning standing ovations and more fans with every performance. He sang songs like Eye of the Tiger and Faithfully with such conviction, it felt less like a competition and more like a healing experience.
Rising up, back on the street.
In a sea of flash and spectacle, he stood out by being unapologetically himself. And in the grand finale, Richard went full circle performing Don't Stop Believin' again, only this time, he wasn't alone. He was joined on stage by the actual members of Journey. The performance brought the house down, and when the final votes were counted, it was official. Richard Goodall was the winner of America's Got Talent Season 19.
Richard Goodall! And I did it!
But here's the twist no one saw coming. When the camera stopped rolling and the press whirlwind calmed right down, Richard didn't move off to Los Angeles. He didn't sign a mega label deal or buy a Hollywood mansion. Instead, he went right back home to Terre Haute, right back to his job as the janitor at West Vigo High School, the same school where he'd been working for over 23 years. To the students who have always called him Mr. Richard, he's still the same warm, humble guy, only now he's also the guy that brought their small town into the national spotlight. And won. In interviews, Richard made it clear his goal was never to be famous. He just loves to sing, and he loves his job. Still, since winning AGT, things have definitely changed. He now has a manager and has started booking some pretty high-profile gigs. He sung the national anthem at an Indiana Pacers game. He's opened for Howie Mandel. He's performed at charity events. He's performed for crowds way bigger than any high school pep rally. Speaking of pep rallies, when he returned to Terre Haute after his win, the school and community threw him a homecoming celebration that rivaled a state championship parade. There were banners, cheers, speeches from local leaders, and even the presentation of a key to the city by local city officials. Terre Haute showed up for their guy, and honestly, we were all kind of emotional watching it. Now, let's talk about Richard's personal life because it's just as sweet as his singing voice. Throughout the competition, he often dedicated performances to his fiancée, Angie. Well, plot twist, just 6 days before being crowned the AGT winner, Richard and Angie tied the knot in California. That's right, he won the girl and a national title in the same week. Talk about happily ever after. So what's next for the singing janitor who could? Is Richard Goodall finally going to quit his day job and chase the stardom that clearly awaits him? Or will he stay in Terre Haute, living out his beautifully strange hybrid life as both a singing sensation and a school custodian?
I walk these streets with a loaded 6-string on my back.
Either way, he's made it clear, he's not choosing between music and mops, at least not anytime soon, and he wants to keep doing both for as long as he can. And honestly, that balance might be the most inspiring part of all this. Richard Goodall didn't just win a talent show. He reminded us that you don't have to chase fame to make a dream come true. You can stay rooted in your community, keep showing up to your day job, and still become a national icon overnight. If you've got the talent, the heart, and the courage to step into the spotlight even when no one expects it. And an inside source actually shared with us that this was Richard's 3rd time trying out for the show. I mean, talk about that feat. He won after 2 times being rejected. Tell us what you think, because this story is still unfolding. Should Richard hang up the broom for good and go full rock star mode? Or is there something powerful about keeping one foot in the life that grounded him? If Richard's taught us anything, it's that dreams do not have an expiration date. Doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, or what you do for a living. If you've got a voice and a little faith, the world might just stop and listen. And to that, we say, don't stop believing. Thank you so much for joining us, beautiful people, and make sure to follow and subscribe to us on all platforms at Talent Recap. If you want to follow me, I am at Intisara Karshoot on all platforms. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm Intisara, and now you know what's hot.